Hello everyone, welcome to the episode number 39 of Q&A series with Suresh GP. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic of 3 core security behaviors that you need to inculcate for your organization to be successful. Now, what are the 3 core security behaviors that we want to talk? Number 1 is threat modeling. Number 2 is code review. Number 3 is red teaming. Now, each behavior is highly dependent on the human beings. Of course, you have a lot of tools in the market, but the primary delivery agent is the human brain. So each and every of this desired behavior requires us good learning and practice. So these are not things that a team will do without direction. Now, number 1, threat modeling. So if you look at from a security behavior perspective, consider the security impact of each design decision and think like the attacker. Now, what is the desired outcome? Choosing the design decisions that protects the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of the data. Now, what are some of the metrics that you can use to measure it? How many issues are you detecting and fixing prior to committing the code and the security aspect of it? Now, how do you make this as a habit? So, in your organization, show developers how to create a threat model and quickly move to threat modeling as an active design on which they are working. So, more from moving from theoretical to an actual real world case example. In our workshops, we have this threat modeling exercise of giving people an opportunity to look at their existing application stack, infrastructure, the whole topology, and see how we can identify some of the threats. So this is one of the principles that we need to inculcate as part of the core security behaviors. Number 2 is security code review. Security behavior here is to detect security flaws in another person's code. So we used to have something like pair programming, where we try to evaluate the piece of code developed by the peer group and find out opportunities to evaluate. Now, the desired outcome is to find errors in the code that could be exploited if they are in production. Remember, these vulnerabilities and threats might be exploited by the attackers and we would probably land up into trouble. Now, how do you measure these metrics? How many security issues are you able to detect and fix prior to a build or promoting from test to production in a specific period of time? How to make this as a habit? You have to force this security code review as a requirement of the code commit process. So require a security +1 for each check-in, right? So you teach your developers a fundamental security lessons of their language. Basically, if it's going to be Java or .NET or C#, we need to understand some of those security aspects to be inculcated and also make sure that it goes through the static application security testing analysis tools to ensure that the code that is committed is actually defect free. Number 3 is red teaming. In my previous episodes, I talked about red team, blue team, and purple team. Now, the security behavior that we are inculcating as part of red teaming is attack your code with the same ferocity that the bad people will apply it when it reaches production. Now, the desired outcome of the red teaming exercise is to uncover flaws using active testing, fixing the flaws, pushing the fixes to production as fast as possible. Now, some of the metrics to measure is to find out how many legitimate issues are found and fixed because of red teaming effect within a particular set of team. So if you inculcate these 3 security behaviors of threat modeling, the security code review, as well as red teaming, you stand to gain a huge advantage for your organizations to protect, have the information intact, and ensure safety of your customer data and ensure organizations are successful in the security journey. I hope that this episode of Q&A series was useful. I look forward to seeing you in our next episode of Q&A series. If you like it, please place your comments and also do not forget to hit on the subscribe button so that you get notified of the upcoming sessions that we do as part of the Q&A series. Thank you so much.